Alrighty then. I know I'm live. People may catch this on the replay. They choose to do so. I'm just pulling it up here on my tablet. I won't be able to do this. I usually go live Wednesday evening, but I won't be able to do it today. I have something to do later on in the day. Hello, Shane. How are you? So that's why I'm on pretty early. It's about a little after, no, yeah, it's a little after 11 o'clock, about 11:18 my time for this Wednesday. And I would usually do this later on in the evening. So that's why I'm here this early. I would do a live YouTube event in the evening. So Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a pre-recorded video, which is already done and being is scheduled for this Monday coming up. But every Wednesday, I will try at least to do one on YouTube live, so you could either ask questions or just say hello to me and all that good stuff. On the lower left hand of your screen, you see a series of different color paints. I use acrylic paint, heavy body acrylic paint. I have alizarin crimson. I have burnt umber. I have phthalo blue. I have primary blue, and I have titanium white. And on the screen, I have 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper. Alright, I haven't pre-treated it or anything. I haven't pre-wet it or any of that stuff. Hopefully you guys can see that, see it pretty well. I think you can. So, I don't have any of the stage lights on, so you might get a cast shadow or something, maybe. Okay, if you look down below again, obviously I got the jar of water, and I have the clear stuff here is nothing but pure vegetable glycerin. There's nothing added in it. Alright, vegetable glycerin, you use it sparingly. It comes out like syrup. As air gets in it, it becomes more lucid. Okay, and it just helps blend the paint. Keeps the acrylic paint wetter longer. Alright, you can either use it like I'm about to in a few seconds, just dip in there and put it on the board, or you can put it in the brush and dip it in whatever color paint. You can fade and blend that way. So there's a few ways to do that. Alright, okay, I'll use my typical standby brush here, and it's just a 2-inch flat brush. Alright, I like using it to apply the medium too. Alright, okay, we'll get right on with it. There's something I want to try. It's a little different from what I usually do. I think I say that often. What the hell? Hold on, guys. My phone, sometimes the Google whatchamacallit comes on. I don't know what code that does this. All I know is that it's incredibly annoying, and it just pops on. I gotta look and read and see what to do to shut that thing off. Like, no, this is not it. Shut it off permanently, because it's nothing but an annoyance. I don't know what code word I said for it to pop up like that. Alright, let's get on with the festivities. I'm taking the glycerin, alright, and I'm going to put it here on the top because I'm going to do some cloud stuff. You don't need much of this. Trust me when I say it, you do not need much of this at all. Alright, this can cover the whole paper, what I'm doing, what I have on here. Alright, you need a thin amount. You can even do this on canvas. Just a thin amount will do. It will be best if you do use paper to coat it with paint or whatever, so the stuff would actually lay on top of the paper instead of soaking through. But I just covered Excuse me, the whole thing. All right. Water will cut through this stuff like a hot knife through butter. I have a couple of beater racks, and you'll be hearing that. Shelly, hello, good morning. How are you? Beverly, hello. How are you? So you'll be hearing the beater racks off and on. Okay. All right. We'll get. I will usually work obviously like any other painter. You work from the back to the front. So obviously I'm gonna start off with a sky of some sort. Okay. And here we go. Oh, let's start with the primary blue. All right. And I'm just gonna lay it on in here just like that. Just put it in here. Don't matter which way or where or how. The paint, like I say, is very slick. It moves around as you can see. Okay. Which is why it does what it does. I'm gonna put a little more on here, just like that. Just move it around. Doesn't matter. Even the street, it doesn't matter because, as you see, as you will see, the paint kind of spreads apart because it's actually on top of the glycerin. Okay, like I say, it keeps it wet. It um. I'm gonna use very little phthalo blue. It spreads apart. It keeps it wet longer, and you can do all sorts of things, interesting little things with it. And I'll put the dark blue stuff in here like that. I don't need too much of this phthalo blue once again because of the fact that it's just incredibly dark. So I'll do something like that. All right. I might even just to do it, I'll pop in a little bit of red in there. Let's put some of that red in here like that. It'll just turn maroon purple. All right, just like that. Just a little bit of something back there. Just a little variance. Okay. Nothing special, as you can see. Just put it in there. It's just what I'm going to do next with it. One of the surefire ways to get a very interesting cloud pattern, a series of clouds or whatnot, and a very easy way to put depth and dimension into your clouds. All right, as you can see, it's just laying there. I'll just go right from the bottom. Yeah, you guys can pretty much see it. And I'm gonna just take it and I'm just gonna go in circles, just like that, very lightly. One, it gets rid of the streak marks. Okay, so I'm showing you this just to show you what it does exactly. And I'm just stirring it around. All right, that's all. Just mixing it all in, stir it around. I'm using a smaller mop brush, and this mop brush I just got from Walmart. Okay, so as I'm doing, I could have used a bigger mop brush. It just covers more area, basically. That's all it really does. And I'm just stirring it around. Now, glycerin is very reflective. Okay, and I'm gonna work at this, blend it all in, and add other stuff with it as I get done blending it. But as you can see, the paint just moves around, does what it does. Glycerin also reacts to the temperature of your room. If your room's a little warm, this stuff will dry faster. So if it's a little cool, it dries slower. And you'll know in time, if you prefer to work with this type of medium, you'll know pretty much what you can and can't do. It's just experience, trial and error. Just keep working with it. All right. Even if it starts to look a little crazy, you'll know what to do to work with it and all of that good stuff. Okay. I'm just rubbing it in a little harder in spots. Just keep blending away. Just keep blending. You can press a little harder to blend it some more. All right. I like where the red is and what the red is doing, but I gotta spread it out a little bit more. All right. I do like the way it looks, so let's just open that up a little bit, just like that. Let's keep, just like so, and then I'll just blend out all those streak marks, circular motion. Yeah, that's all. Like I say, I like the way it's turning out. I like the way it looks. It's starting to get tacky, which is cool. That works for me too. Just like that. All right. Now that I've got a lot of that stirring around and whatnot, I'll just kind of just be careful going too hard for it because you get those type of streaks. But if you do, you see that gets rid of all of that. That's all right. But you can see the different values and stuff working around it. And we're going to play with this, all that action you see back there. So we're not done quite yet. All right. And it's also very good to clean up your brush when you're dealing with acrylic paint. You don't want this stuff to dry up and get hard on your brush, because it's just a bear to take it out unless you clean it off with a little bit of baby oil, and it take that stuff out right out of there. Um, Oil or oil paint or acrylic, it takes it right off. I'm just rubbing off the little bit of the paint off of this brush. That's all. Okay, let's still play around. Think I'm gonna use a fan brush for this next one, because I kind of want the clouds to have this little be free, go happy type of thing going on with it. I'm gonna take a little bit of titanium white on the corner of the brush, a little bit like that. All right, just on the corner. Makes things very interesting. I will take this and watch what I do. I just take it and just move it around just like that. You see what I'm doing here? Just like that. Bring some of that down here, like that. Just let it happen that way. All right. Picking up some of that blue, which is fine. I did not clean my brush. No need to do that. I'll just come here and do the same thing. I'll just twirl it up and around. I'll bring it down here a little bit, just like so. All right. Okay. Make sure you clean off the brush. Very simple, very effective way to get interesting. Hey, Ian, how are you? Bruce, Miss Beverly, hello. And it's just me playing around, having a little fun. Okay, I won't be able to do this in the evening. That's why I'm on so early. Okay, all right. And I'm gonna just take the same brush, and we're gonna get rid of that bottom a little bit. Okay. Some of it might be a little difficult to see because of the sunlight coming through the windows there. I'm gonna wisp the tops. Now, when I fade up the bottom, I'm not gonna totally blend it all out. Okay, and it's picking up the color that's down beneath there. I'm gonna just fade some of this out here. Just keep on that paint a little while, and it just blends into that blue there. All right. But up here, I'll just kind of wisp it around, get some interesting little action things going. Now, a lot of the glycerin is drying, which is cool. Like I said, you'll know how to operate and work with this as you get used to using it. All right. Let's use this. I'll just go this way because there's plenty of paint there. I'll just wisp it around like that and get some nice action going in there. I'm going to take some of the paint off, and I'm going to just keep going at it. And you'll get interesting little shapes and values. You can do this as often as you need to blend it all in. Okay. I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do with this as we're doing this. Just soften some of that up on the corner there. I think you guys can see me doing this quite clearly. Yes, you can. But as you can see, look at all the values. All right. All the shapes, all the interesting little values going on there. Very simple way to get some nice wispy clouds. And these clouds are not entirely, obviously, bright white. Some of the color has mixed in with these guys. So you got a lot of action and stuff going on there. Let me clean off this brush real quick here. Hello, Hoswina. I'm on early. Usually I'm on about 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. But I have an engagement too. I have an engagement. This dude, I don't think he gets my notifications. I have an engagement later on. Let me let him know, because if I don't, he'll just keep ringing. All right. Glad that everything went well for you, Hoswina. He writes back anyway. Oh my God. Anyway, let's get a flat brush that looks like this guy here. Alright, this is a little flat brush, number 10 flat. Let's go back into our titanium white. Just use a little bit, only a tiny bit. Alright, now, as you can see, the clouds they're white, but obviously it's got the um, primary blue, phthalo blue, a little bit of the red in some of those spots, right? So if you want some of this to kind of pop out at you, okay, then you just make some interesting little cloud shapes wherever you would like to have the light source be. Then you would go about it in that direction. I have the light source come from the left here, and what I'm doing is just as I'm making it a little brighter, I'm just fading out the bottom there. A few ways you can do that, okay, and shape them up. And then on the bottom here, I'll just kind of use the side of the brush and I'll just fade that out a little bit. Just like that. And you keep doing the same thing. Wherever you want the clouds to really pop out at you at, okay? Now put some here like this. And so you can kind of mold and fade the clouds any way you want. Just like that. And I'll just blend in that bottom a little bit. Wear some of that away. Just like that. And you keep building all these nice values. And I still want my bottoms faded out. Just like this. Okay. So if you get a little little worried about it's not coming out right, it's not looking right, keep at it. Keep going. Keep at it. Okay. Let the brush do the painting for you. And right now with this technique, I'm just patting bright on the top left hand side, and I'm fading out everything else. Just like so. Just like that. Alright, very interesting little shapes and whatnot. Let's do one in the middle, right here. Right in here, just like that. And I'm just gonna pat it away. It'll blend away into the other colors. Just like that. Okay. And I can take some of this, I just wear it away here. Even though I'm making cloud shapes out of this, you turn it brown, it makes smoke for fire. Okay. You can make mist with the same technique. I'm just using it for clouds. You follow me? I'll bring some of this off. Oh, bring some of that down here like that. Pat some of that away, soften it up a little bit. Just like that. I'm gonna keep going. Wherever I feel it needs a little push. I like this. I'll keep this back there. In order for me to keep that back there, you gotta brighten up this area. Okay, yeah, I just get rid of just like that. And you just keep building it up, building it up, building it up. Let's build that up a little bit more. As you can probably see that the sunlight, when the clouds, when the sun peeks through the clouds, obviously it gets brighter. I know you guys can see it, the color shift there. Just like this. Okay, and I'm just patting it in. Alright. Now, every once in a while you see the color. It's being picked up there, right? Just clean it off. And you start brand new again. Alright. And we'll still do some of the, still want some of this brightness to be on the left hand side, just like this, and I'll just come on down with it. Not like all of this is going to be seen. You'll see in a few minutes though what I'm talking about. Just like that. And I'll just rub some of that out. Just like so. Over here, I'll kind of bring it out a little bit more. Just like that. And then I'll just kind of pat it away. Just like that. Let's do a little something maybe underneath in here. Like that. And bring some of that out up here. Just like that. And I'll just take the already got some stuff happening there with these clouds. Let's take. I don't want to really deal with this one, but we'll deal with it. And I'm gonna just take this small brush and very lightly, circular motions, very lightly. We'll smooth some of this out, just a little bit. Now a lot of hand pressure um, will make a difference in how smooth you want to do this. All right, just kind of wear some of that paint down a little bit. Now a lot of the glycerin is really drying up. I want to bring some of these clouds back a little bit more, like that. Anything on the bottom, very lightly. So I got all various types of brushes here. All right, and yes, it does make a difference. This paint is still kind of wet, a little tacky, so you can keep fading it, moving it around. And what I'm doing the clouds in the back, so these fellows up front will even appear to be up front even more. All right, so it's all you're playing like with an optical illusion, more or less. Okay, that's all. Okay, I'm just wiping. These are synthetic hairs, so I'm just wiping it on my towel. I got a large towel on my lap here. All right, they do take quite a bit of a beating. I don't want to clean it off just yet. All right. Hello, Jen. How are you, dear? It's good to see you. I'm just having a little fun. I'm usually on much later in the evening, but I have somewhere to go. I have something to do, and I just got to get it done right now. But people should be they'll look at it on the replay. Now, glycerin, because I'm on a vertical surface, okay, the glycerin is moving downward. You guys won't be able to tell. Let me move up here. Let me bring it way up here. Okay, you're not gonna see it, but it's gathering a nice little pool here. No big deal, no big sweat. Just wipe it away, just like that. Or you can take a towel and wipe it away. But I'm just gonna take it. I know it looks crazy, but believe me, helps to fade down the bottom a little bit, smooth it all out. See this? See how you can manipulate it and do really whatever you need to do. Okay, but I got like a lot of action and stuff going on around here, and all I'm doing, like I say once again, is I'm bringing some of those nice little clouds in the back, keep them in the backpack there. That's all. So these fellas really pop out there. Okay, so basically what you didn't see is just me doing this. Okay, now this stuff is almost dry. All right, a lot of hand pressure, varied hand pressure, doing all of this to get them to look like that. It's not as difficult as you would think. Okay, to do these, but this is, even though I showed you this, this is not really what I wanted to show you. I want to show you something, how you can be kind of fooled into. I want to move it in a way where you guys can catch it, and I can still keep that little screen down there. Okay. Oh, I didn't. Hold on for a second. Oh, Bruce, you didn't say anything bad. Can I bring that back? Oh, crap. Sorry about that, Bruce. My fat fingers did it. Well, thank you, Jen. Oh, man. Sorry, Bruce. I didn't mean to do that. Hello, Miss Joe. How are you? You could. Oh, crap. What did I just do? Oh, man. I'm sorry, Bruce. You should be able to type again, though. I didn't kick you out of here. That was my fat fingers that did that. There's no way I can bring that back either. But he apologized for Jen. He said, sorry, fat fingers. It's my fat fingers that I think canceled his text. I'm pressing it, but it tells me to do everything except bring the lettering back. My bad, man. Hope you're still here. See if you can write me back, Bruce. Okay. So hopefully Bruce can come back to us. I'm going to use this fellow. Now, I'm gonna show you a very. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, Bruce. So you're not put on timeout or anything. You didn't say anything bad. Watch what I'm gonna do here. Now, this is a different type of mountains that you have not seen me do. Um, so it's a very interesting take on doing them. I'm taking a little bit of the umber, taking some of the blue. I'm gonna mix them together here. It is very deep color. All right, umber and phthalo blue, two very dominant, very powerful colors. I can take a little red, kind of put a little red in there. Red, umber, and phthalo blue here. Okay. Hopefully I got enough of it. We're going to find out in a second. Now, typically, okay, um, we'll do it this. We'll do it this way. Watch what I'm going to do here. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see it. I'm going to get out. Now, this is where you just concentrate on the outside edge. Nobody cares what's going on here. All right, don't worry about that. But I want to get a nice craggy, just like that. Nice craggy shape here of the mountain. Come on, come down a little bit. And then back up again. Get some of that color and get back up again, just like that. I'll make it come a little higher. I like it. Yeah, I'll just have it higher here. Get a little more dark. You can do it with a palette knife if you prefer. It's really up to you. All right, whatever makes you feel comfortable to do these. But I wanted to show you something. Now, obviously, like I say, nobody cares about that, all of that. All right, but watch what's gonna happen here. I'll just come down, take the dark color here, and I'll just fill it all in. Now, our eyes and our perception, especially if you've been with me for a little while, I'm just getting some more color here. Mix it in real quick here. Get a little bit of it. And these colors I'm using on purpose are deeper, stronger colors. Instead of getting Grumbacher red or magenta, I got the cad red there. I think that's cad red. All right, I just want a nice deep color. All right, nice dominant deep color, like so. And I'm gonna bring it on down, just like this. Now, look at what I'm doing. Obviously, everybody knows it's a mountain. Of course, you know it's a mountain, right? Just like that. I'm just getting rid of paint. Okay, mountain, right? Right. And we know that the clouds are kind of glowing to the left. Cool. All right. Okay. I am using heavy body acrylic paint. No, I'm actually an organist, but yes, I do have large fat fingers. You're not the only one that say it. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna just take this clean. I just cleaned off the brush, and I'm just gonna go in between the clear, in between the paint, just like this. I'm just gonna move it around. I get to press on it a little hard if I want to. See, just move around. Don't be scared to really dive into this stuff. All right, you're not hurting anything. Okay. It's still got a little bit of glycerin, which is why it's doing what it's doing. All right. I'm lightening some of this on purpose. I'm not really concerned about all this down here, and you'll see why in a second or two. Okay. Just like that. None of this here. None of that matters. Okay. Don't worry about all of that. All right. This is what we're concentrating on. Okay. So don't worry about all of that. Just like so. Just wipe it across. Okay. Alrighty. Now watch this. Well, thank you, Jen. I've been doing it for a while, but I try to make it accessible and easy for everyone. Um, really. I kind of designed this whole thing to make it really simple, really easy for everybody. Could I do the fine art and like take 3 hours to do some clouds? Sure, I can, but why? It's not a commission. It's just me showing people who really don't know how to do anything and show them that they can make paintings like this. It only took a few minutes to do the clouds, you know. But anyway, let me show you what I am going to do here. Now you see this, you see the shapes. Obviously, you figure that I'm doing a face front view of the mountains, right? Because that's our perception. Let's raise the camera up a wee bit, and I'm gonna zoom in a bit. Hopefully, it doesn't come out of focus. Let's zoom in a little bit like that. Okay, that looks like it's out of focus to me. Let's see if I can do something about that real quick. Hold on for a second, guys. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see. I just think that's a little bit better. Okay. I don't know if this is dry enough for me to take the rubber brush and show you what I'm gonna do for this. Watch this. Our perception of it is being flat, okay, or a regular face-on view, okay. So what if you take it, okay, and since the light is on the left-hand side, okay, we're gonna change the perception of the mountains themselves. How is that possible? Well, hopefully I can do this. I can show you here. Let's say that on our left-hand side, obviously is where the lit part of the mountain is, but it's not directly facing us. It's on the left. Okay, so the mountains are actually, how can I show you this? Let's do it. Let's do it in. It looks like I have to do it in reverse. All right, because I got the taller one here and the smaller one here. Okay, and it should have been the other way around, but we're going to do it this way. Let's say that this guy right here. Okay, let's see. Will this? Nope, it's too dry. It dries rather quickly. It's kind of warm in here. I'll just use the reverse edge. Let's say that this is a whole. Let's see, whole mountain. Okay, and this mountain is a big old fella. Comes that way. Okay, and then we got another fella. Okay, now he's around. Let's make him come this way, like this, and I'm doing it kind of hard so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So that's another one. Okay, then we got one. He's tall fellow. Right about here. He comes down, comes back up, and he's down and comes that way. Okay. Now, if you guys cannot see it right now, oh yeah, you guys can see it pretty good. Okay, and then we got another fella. He's here. He got another peak there, and he just comes right off the page right there. All right. So what you're looking at right now, and the way I've gotten it, these mountains. This one's in front. This one's in back of the other one. This one's in back of that one. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, so you get it? This one's in front. This one is in back. That one's in back of that one. That one's in back of that one. All right. So now you're looking at the mountains this way, this way, this way, this way. So now it just changes the perception. Because remember, your light's coming from this end, and your shade is coming from back there. Okay. So let's do a little something to show you a little bit more. Let's take a very small brush, because I know me explaining it might be a little confusing. Okay. This is a 1/4 inch brush, flat brush that I'm getting here. Kind of loosen up the bristles a wee bit. Now I'll show you something here, kind of help you separate. Let's get a little bit of small tad of light, the primary blue, and some white, just like that. All right. I'll scumble in some interesting things here, especially back here. Especially right here, you got a little gully here. So we're gonna take this and we're just gonna kind of pop in a little bit of misty, foggy stuff right up in here, just like that, just like this. I usually would add this afterward, but I'm just going to show you something, which is why I'm doing it this way. And it kind of doesn't matter because I can go back over it again. Okay, well, there go one. It's in between there, okay? Then you got a little bit of that hype happening up in here, just like this. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Different variations of mountains. You got a little steam up there and a little bit of fog, rather, in between these guys. Okay, so I'm just providing a quick example here. Anybody can do this technique. You can go from the left to the right to the left. All right, your your vantage points or whatever you want to be shown for the bright side. And basically, I'm just scumbling in what looks to be a little bit of mist, fog, or whatever. And this is just an example to show you exactly where everything right now is, present wise, just for right now. Like I said, we're going to go back over the fog and stuff when I detail the mountains here. And so you can kind of see exactly what it is that I'm doing here. Alrighty then. Let's put this back. Now, remember we have our front, and as we keep going, one's in front, facing the other one, and then the other one here. Okay, so let's have a little fun. And here we go. Let's take I'll take the smaller palette knife here, this guy. Alright. I don't know how much of this we got, but we're gonna find out. Let's take a little bit of white, let's mix it in with this dark color. Okay, just mix it in there. Don't completely blend everything. There we go, something like that. Alright, get enough of it. This part goes rather quickly. Not necessarily the whole highlight, but what I'm going to do, I'm tapping the paint, and you should be able to see the texture here. All right, you see some of the texture. If you don't see it here, I'll show you on the other screen. There, you can see that texture right there. All right. Now we're going to take that, and we're going to go on the left hand side for right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap. Just tap a little bit. See this? Interesting. And we're going to come toward the edge there. Just like that. It's alright if it goes into the fog area. That's okay. Now remember, this is the lit side. You follow me? Alright. Now watch. As we do this, watch. Right here, remember, you got a mountain here. The sun is hitting right here, all in here. Come on, bring it down a little bit, just like that. Bring it on down and go to the side. The way I'm doing this is omnidirectional. Okay, just like that. Bring it on down. Remember, only one side is lit. Okay, guess what? You got one right here, right in here. Comes down. Just like so. It's almost like a little tap drag thing we got going on here. Bring it on down just like this. Okay. Alright, hey Joe. And we got another one. We got one right about. We got this one behind. We got this one right back here. Right back here. It comes this way. Just like this. He comes around and he comes downward, just like this, right down to the side here. All right. See, can you kind of see now? All right. Okay. Let's get a little bit of the sky blue color. We'll put the sky blue color in there, and just the slightest touch of the red here, just like that. Blend it. And we're going gonna get a little bit of that brown, select the brown. We're gonna just gray that up a little bit. Blue and whatever type of brown you choose to use is gonna turn it gray. What degree of gray is really up to you. All right. So we got this nice purple gray thing going on here. All right. Yes, Jen, it does add a lot to your mountains. Now this style of me doing the mountains, it requires a lot of paint. All right. I'll show it to you. Can you guys? Well, yeah, you guys get to see it a little bit down here. But I think you guys get the full gist of it if I bring it here. Look at that. You see that? All right. You see all that? That's what you're using there. Okay. So let's play around with what we call the dark half of the mountain here. All right. But now you guys can kind of understand it with if I raise up a little bit. You see the fog there, the make pretend fog. That'll get brighter as we continue on. But let's bring it right there. All right. Now, we have our quote unquote sunlit side of the mountains here. But now we're going to go to the other side. All right, now you're going to go in the opposite direction. A lot of this is just about dry too, as you can see. Okay. All right. Okay. So, we're going to come here and we're just going to tap. It's like a tap drag type of thing. Bring some of that darkness into that lit area just a little bit. Do not, remember, do not get rid of all of your darks. Okay, and the way I'm doing this is, like I say, it's omnidirectional. Whatever your hand is comfortable for your hand to do. All right, let's get a little bit more, just a couple taps. Okay, don't use your palette knife like a cake spreader. That's not what you're doing. Just a couple taps here. Bring some of that down here. Up and around and back here, just like so. You'll always know when you're running out of paint because you go to do it and nothing comes off. That means you get some more. Okay, just like that. Bring some of that love down in here, like that. All right. Okay. What sells the perception of all of this is that you're not getting rid of all of your dark areas. You follow me? All right. Okay. I need to mix some more of this, and I'll mix some more in a little bit. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back here. Can you guys see this? Yes. All right. And once again, you just tap it in, just like so. Around in here like that. All right. Just like that. Let's get a little bit more brown. Let's get a little touch of red. Some of the sky blue color. Like that. And we're going to get some of that titanium white. There we go. See, we bring that color right back there. I'm just using this little bit on one corner just to bring back the color that I previously had. It's not hard to bring your colors back because you only have so few colors as you see on the palette. Okay, all right. Okay, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna add a little bit of love way back here. And just a little tap, just a little tap. Come on down. You don't cover up all the black. Okay, just like so. Bring some of that love back over here a little bit. Just like that. Go into the fog. It's okay. Just like so. Alright, we'll put a little something over here. He's in the back there. And I'm going to cover the whole thing with him. Just like that. Bring him back there. Just like that. He's in the back there. Just hanging out. Hanging out in the cut back there. Way back there. Okay, we got some of that happening. We got some of that happening. We'll bring some of that over here. Let's get rid of some of that color there. We'll just there. We'll bring some of that down there. A lot of it don't matter because it's going to be covered with fog and all that good stuff. You need to bring him out in the front a little bit more. Just like that. Bring him out down here. Like so. Alright, let's pull back a little bit. You guys get to see the whole thing so far. There you go with the clouds and the whole 9 yards. We're not finished yet though. Okay, let's zoom in for a little bit. Now, you got highlights. You need your highlights. Let's bring it like that. You guys get to see everything. Okay, let's highlight this guy. You can use totally pure or somewhat pure titanium white. All right. Now, this part is where the palette knife kind of paints it with itself. You're just guiding it along. It's doing the heavy lifting right now. Same technique. Let's bring it back into the there you go. See how it catches it? See all that? All right. The paint that you've previously put down is going to lift off the paint that is on the bottom of this palette knife. You follow me? So this is also another reason why I chose this palette knife. Let's bring it up here. You guys can see that downward slant here. Okay. So your paint's touching the surface, but the rest of your hand is not. Okay. All right. So we're over here. Now, the brighter your highlight, the less of it you need, depending on how snow-capped you want your mountains. You follow me? So here we go. Very light touch, right on the edge here. It's just picking up from the paint you previously set down. But look at the fun you're having here now. Look at this. You see this? You are accentuating the lit side of your mountain. Okay. Not rocket science, but it's something that you might not be familiar with. And I'm just showing you another option, another way to do these fellas. But look at that. It's like the sun is pow hitting right where it's supposed to hit. Okay. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the process, have fun with it. Okay. Let's move on. This guy right here. All of this. This is how you can train the viewer's eye to look where you want it to look. Alright. Very cruel game. But oh so fun. Come on down here with it. Giving them a little love on the sides here. Just like that. Okay. We're gonna get a little bit, we're gonna kinda give him a little something right here on his edge. And bring it on down, bring it on down here like that. So you're telling you're telling the viewer's eyes where to look. You're telling the viewer's eyes where the action is. Okay. Of course I ran out of my titanium white, but that's okay. Just get a little bit more, a little dot of it there. The palette knife is just like anything else, just something to get accustomed to. I think I just made a mistake and used soft blending white. Yeah, I did. I can tell by the texture that looks like blending white. Let's see what is that blending white? Nope, it is titanium. I don't like this batch. Too loose for me. Okay, we can complain later. Once again, very lightly, because the paint that's already put down here is going to take this stuff off. Just like that. It's taking off what it wants. It returns you to change. Okay. And right up around here. I don't have any on the tip. Let me get right on the tippy tip here. Because we got to kind of highlight that rounded edge right in here. Just like so. You don't need much. Yeah, let's put some hanging around down there like that. And kind of frame that a little bit. Just like so. And we're going to keep moving right to this fella right here. Get a little bit more. Right here. I'm going to come down this way. And bring it on in there. Just like that. Kind of turn it, scoop it around. Right past the edge there. Get rid of that. Alright. But there you go. Only on the front. Okay. Only on the front. Okay. Let's take, because this is pretty much dry, which is cool. Let's take a filbert. Come down here. Only on the tip. Look. Here. Look at the way that looks. Alright, only on the tip. Nothing back there. only on the tip. Ready for this? We're only going to concentrate on mist and all that fun stuff. Let's go here. Go down below. Go down below like this. See that dry brush thing I'm doing? Okay. But look what's happening. Okay, go up into your mountain with it. Instant values. Instant translucency. And it's nothing but a dry brush. Nothing back there, just up here. If you're a little concerned, go down here where the heaviest of it comes off or whatever. And then go back up in here. Add them in various tones and shapes and have fun with it. This stuff. Alright. As you get used to it, you can become more fluent with it. Now, as you see me doing this, alright, this same technique that I'm showing you is just a technique, can be added for mist in the middle of a forest. You can use the same technique for a beach scene, got a little mist or whatever in the sand, or if you got a calm lake scene, you want a little mist hovering above the water, same technique. Same technique. Okay. Let's put a little bit in that gully in there, just like this. Keep rubbing away. That's all you're doing. I'll turn the brush around a little bit. But as you can see, I'm just rubbing it in there. There's no glycerin making it super slick or anything like that. This actually works without all the glycerin. Works better without it. Remember we got that little gullies in here? Right up in here. Remember all of that? Just like this. And I'm going through this pretty briskly, pretty fast here. The smallest amount, I'm just rubbing it in there like that. Alright, see? A little tiny amount. And you notice I didn't wash my brush. It's not needed. Bring some in here. I'm not getting rid of what I've previously put down either. Because remember, acrylic paint dries through evaporation. So when it dries, it sets a little. And when it's set, it appears to be darker than when you put it on. Okay. We'll get some bright pockets in there of some stuff happening here and there. Like that. Okay. Alright. Bruce, I like cake. I guess you haven't had enough of the Twinkie jokes, have you, Bruce? Okay, well, just playing. I just got nothing but water here. And I'm just playing around, toning down certain things here. Just regular, nothing but water. Water cuts through the glycerin and cut through your paint too, as you can see. All right. So yeah, I'm just toning down a few things or whatever. Don't worry about all of that. I'm not worried about that. Okay. I'm looking at it. Oh, I'm debating on whether I should add. I could do that. Maybe. Here, let's do this instead. Oh, nice. That little drop you're hearing is where I'm at. There's a old porch up above, and it leaks, and that's the drips you're hearing. It's dripping into a bucket. That's because it's almost 40 degrees out here. When you get such a strong temperature shift, things start going kind of crazy, and that's what you're hearing. And there's nothing I can do about it. So we got an annoying drip going through for this video. Perfect timing. All right. So that means we're gonna have to. All right. Thank you, Jen, for coming by. Okay, we're going to. I might as well start this. I might as well do this. Let's get a little glycerin, and right from the bottom here, right down here, right from the bottom, I'll just add a little bit here, just like that. I don't have to add it all the way to the fog because I don't need it that much of it. Just right around in here. All right. Let's take a little bit of this pretty sky blue. We'll use a little bit of this. And what I'm gonna do is I'll just go there and I'll just do one of these numbers just straight down. It don't matter. Just a sky blue, just like that. I'll turn the brush around, a little sky blue here too. I'll bring it right in here. Just like that. Straight down. Okay. Let's take a little phthalo, super dark, be careful. And I'll put the dark stuff right in here like that. And I'll put a little bit of that dark down here. Maybe I'll extend this dark up this far. Alright. Just like that. Okay. I'm cleaning off the brush real quick here. I'm going to use a little bit of titanium white, just a little baby amount. Red, and I'll put it right in here, something like that. And I'll just kind of play around in it like this. And then I'm going to just go into that blue a little bit. Just like that. Get a little touch of the white, and then let me wipe that off. Let's go back in here. Just bring some of that back there like that, that lighter stuff, and we'll smooth all of that out like so. Get some more titanium white. I'll put the titanium white back in the center, just like this, and I'm gonna go towards this way, lighten that back up. Return some of that back like that. I'm just wiping off my brush here, and we're gonna return some of that back this way. Now watch what I'm gonna do here. Alright, let's raise this up a little bit like that. I'll just take this and I'll lightly go across very softly, just like that. Very light with the brush. Same thing on this side, very light. Get those little streaks popping up there, just like that. Just like so. Okay. Yep. Just like that. Now, watch what I'm going to do with this. Because once again, I'm fooling the eyes once more. You think it's just flat going straight across, right? But remember, here's the face, here's the face, here's the face, here's the face. So the land can't necessarily be straight across. Alright, it would have to come at an angle from here. I'll show it to you like this. Watch this. From here, going downward like that. It goes in that direction. Alright, so how am I going to do that? You say. Well, I gotta sneeze. Hold on for a second. Hopefully that didn't blast your ears out. Let's go into another dark mix right here. I'll bring it down here. Some phthalo blue and some of this umber. Make a pretty deep mix here. Palette knife, umber, and blue. Okay, all right. Get a nice little cut across. Thank you. And we're gonna come here, and we're just gonna go like this, right from where the fog bank is, more or less, and we're just gonna kind of slide it in there like that. All right, and we'll just kind of, doesn't have to be even. Some of it can kind of jut out like this. Okay, and we're just having some fun, just kind of like that. Just bring some out there, like make it come out this far maybe, and then all the rest will go in here like that. But you just need some kind of dark there. All right, that's basically all I'm doing, just putting the dark stuff in there. A little jetty or whatever, and it comes out that way. Okay, carry it around like that, but much like that. Not done yet. It's reflective. Water's reflective, of course. Let's take some of that and bring it downward. Just like that. Bring it downward. Bring some of that down. Just like that. Just bring it downward. And obviously it gets kind of deep down there too. Okay. All right. We can cheat, and we can just get a little bit of something happening there like that. Come here. Just like that. We come here and do a little bit of that right around in there. Now, for those of you who don't understand what I just did, let's take a little bit of, we need some more white. Hold on one split second. I'll show you exactly what I just done. We'll put it right here because we're getting near the end of this. We'll spread it out, get a little cut across here real quick. All right. Let's go. Let's go here. Let's get a little bit of where's edge, something like that. All right. We're gonna come around, put a little bit of that right up in here like that. Come out like that. Get another cut across, and we'll play around in here, just like that. Bring some of that out that way. Bring some of that that way. Out that way. I guess you can play around with a little bit of edge of something right around in here. It's up to you, you know. But we don't really need it. You just already established a little bit of ground stuff happening there. I'm getting a little bit of red. Some of this other color here, we'll just mix that in there like that. A little bit of white. A little more white. Spread that out a little bit. And we'll take some of that. And we're gonna just lightly, we'll go this way. Very light, very light. Very light. We just kind of bring some of that across. Alright. Just very lightly bring it across there. Get a cut across. And just some light stuff down there. I'm probably gonna go a little bit brighter. Yeah, I'll probably end up going a little bit brighter. As I'm looking at it in the monitor, it needs to be a little brighter. And I'll get it maybe a little bit brighter there. Like so. Maybe, maybe not. I kind of like what I see here. This, well, we'll see in a second. Hold on. That little jetty that comes out here. Right in here. Just like that. But we'll do something with that. Alright. Alright, we're just about finished. We're almost there. Let's get a little bit of that dark color. I'm gonna mix it right here with this gray stuff here. Just darken it up. I believe I'm gonna need a little sap green in my life too. I'll use the sap green with this blue for the finishing touch. Okay, here we go. Let's take a fan brush. I don't want this one. I want a smaller one. Here we go. We're going to take a number, what number are you? Number 8 fan right here. So we're going to bring this back up. Right about here. I think you guys should be able to see that quite clearly. Let's get a little bit of this umber into this gray mix here we got. Okay, a little touch of phthalo blue in there. A little touch of red. We're going to deepen that up just a little bit, but I do need that umber. Alright, here we go. No water, no medium, just the regular paint itself. Okay, now you see we got the fog back there. Alright, the mountains in the back. Okay, well, put some nice little tree things in here like this. Just like that. And come up and around. Just like this. And right now, as you see me just tapping all this gray in here, we're going to bring some of that gray. It's almost the same illusion because we're going to bring some of those trees out here like that. And yeah, you can do it down below here. Put some of that reflections in there. Same thing down here. Just like that. Very simple technique. Alright. And we're going to come here. We're going to do the same thing. We're just filling in trees. Just like some going to be up there. Some are down here. Alright. I'm just using the fan brush. And I'm just tapping straight up and down like that. We got a batch right here. Just right here coming out this way. Alright. And as we do that, we can kind of make these fellas a little taller up here. Right now it looks like I'm just plopping brush strokes down. It will make a lot more sense once I get into turning some of these guys green here. Okay, just like that. it gets a little higher up here. So the closer you're getting to one side, they just get a little taller. It's a little perspective thing. They're quite a few feet away back here, but as you get closer here, they get a little lengthy. Okay, and we can kind of bring some of that darkness down in there like that. And we'll bring some of that color down in there like that. Alright, just like so. Bring some of that down in here like that. Okay, we're about ready to almost call it quits here. Let's get a little sap green. Now, I'm going to go a little heavy with the sap green here. Load it up on my brush pretty good. Alright, let's go over here on the sides. Let's go from over here. Alright, and what I'm going to do is just highlight some of that nice tree work with a little bit of green here and there, just like this. A little heavier down below. Just little hints of some stuff happening here, mainly on what's represented as the trees. Okay, will I go lighter with this? Yeah, I'll introduce a little bit of highlights on these fellas. But just look at how I'm doing this right now, because you know we're gonna get grass in there even though they're quite a ways away. Just getting some more heavy green. I don't have to tap as hard when I use the thicker green colors. Just like that. Right now you're just bulking in different shapes here. Just like down here. Now, as you see me do a few of these got a trail coming here like that, some taller trees. We will highlight and we'll separate things from back there. Alright, and you take some of that green, pop it down there. Take some of that green, pop it down there. Just like that. Bring some of that down there like that. Like so. We're going to take the palette knife and we're going to strengthen that ridge. Don't worry about that. Okay. Let's take a little bit of yellow. I'll put the yellow right here. It's a little dot of yellow. You don't need too much. You don't need too much. And one more final dot of titanium white. Now remember where the sunlight is coming from. Always be mindful of where your sunlight is coming from at all times. This makes life easier. Let's put it right here. Alright, now let's get some more of that. A little more yellow, a little more titanium white. Still the same tiny little brush. Little fan brush. Looks kind of like that. Alright, here we go. Little dot. A little dab, a little dot to do you. Just like that. And you kind of take it and bring some of that little grass highlight down in there a little bit. And we'll pop some more in here. But you kind of see here, let's go where this little ledge is out here. So we're going to really pop in some of that stuff right down in here. Just like that. See, he's in the front. Okay. Yes, you can take some of that bright, bring it down there like that. Just a few. Here, I'll just do some of them down there. Where some of the little yellow highlights would be. Just like that. Let's go back into our little, just like that. You don't have to highlight every one of them. Keep some dark back there. Alright. Just like that. Let's bring a couple here. And as you see me do this, you notice that I'm only on one side of some of these guys. Okay, and we'll bring some grass and stuff all over there like that. Keep a few in the dark, and here we go. Put some up in here like that. Take the corner of your brush, pop in a few of these just in here like that. But we're just kind of tapping in some more bright stuff on the trees. Alright. Tap in some more right back here. And you're gonna kind of put some little grassy things in there. Just a little bit here and there, not too much way back here. Okay, Let's get our palette knife for the final leg here. Another slight dot of titanium white. We'll find a blank spot on this somewhere. I'll put it right here. Alright, here it is when we're done. Come here, buddy. Take a little bit, spread it out. Right. Spread it out pretty fairly thin like that, alright? Cut across like that. You got a nice little thin roll. Bang. Come back up here. Alright, here we go. Man, we're gonna do it just like this. Come on down like that. Get another swipe across. And what I'm doing basically is you try to just keep it level. Just like this. And you come out like this. You press a little harder there with it. Right here. Don't be shy. Just press just like that. Okay. And it, let's go up here. There. Same thing back here. Yeah, bring it on back there like that. Alright. I think we've just about did it here. Let's get this a ridge stronger. I think we just about have everything else. We'll get a nice quick little ridge right around there like that. Let's get some more white. And we'll kind of touch that up a little bit right around in here. Just a little dab would do you. Right around here. Cut across. Don't really need anything here. It's so close to the tape. But I think that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. But as you see, the mountains aren't really straight on. The highlights are here. Okay, he's got the refracted light and the cragginess in the back there. Okay, representation of a bunch of trees. Got the reflections in the water here. Got the water ridge line. I'm just looking for my script liner. Thank you guys for checking this out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Good, bad, or indifferent. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay. If anybody is interested in purchasing either this or anything that I do have, you have to look on my Facebook page. I got a whole catalog of, it's a PDF, a whole catalog of my artwork over the years, and there might be some of your interest there if it hasn't sold. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I won't be able to do this later on tonight, which is why I'm on this early. Do it this way. This is a little close to that edge, but you know, I'm gonna take the tape off here. There, they just have to look for my signature pretty good there. Let's take the tape off and let's see what it looks like on two different frames, and then I will let you guys go. Let's get rid of the, hold on for 1 second, guys. We gotta go through the Presto switch over here. Mode. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. And there we are. This is what she's looking like right now. The techniques I've used, anybody can do them. Alright, anybody can do them. Thank you, Shane. Let's peel this tape off real quick here. Now, the tape is my preference. It does not necessarily have to be a preference of yours. I just like a crisp border. It's definitely your choice on how you would like to have it done. But then again, I'm working on paper. I do this on canvas also. It's just, like I say, my preference. It just gives a neater, professional look. But that's just my opinion. You see I'm pulling down and away from the actual artwork. And when I was up above, I just peeled up and away. Alright. Trust me, it saves you a whole lot of headache and heartache. This is an 11 by 14 inch frame. So that's why you see the white borders or whatnot. But it would look like that, obviously, if you chose a brown frame. Okay. It looks like springtime in Alaska or something. But there you go. That's That's what it would look like in the brown frame. Let's put this back up. Let's whack another frame on it. This frame you can probably barely see because I have a black background, the board back here. But this is the actual frame that it does fit. Maybe I'll get one that's brown, um, so you guys can see what it looks like. But there it is with a black frame. Okay, so what it look like. Okay, alrighty then. Thank you. You'll see a true color representation of this when I put it online in a few minutes. I take a picture of it and show you the actual painting. I'll name it and whatnot. Thank you, Joe, and thank you, Bruce, and whoever else is sticking around. But thank you guys. Why do I use glycerin? Because glycerin, it's almost like liquid clear or liquid white when Bob Ross used his medium. It just keeps the paint slick, keeps it longer. It keeps the paint wetter, especially the acrylic paint. It keeps it wetter longer, so you can get the blends like this. Okay. Try blending without the glycerin or without any kind of medium. You're going to be in a world of hurt. You'll still be here blending clouds. All right, but that's basically why I use it, and it's a whole lot cheaper than getting this stuff. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. Ugh. So that's why I use this glycerin. Okay, and you can't use glycerin with oil paint. That's a big no-no. Glycerin is water soluble. Okay, but yeah, that's why I use the glycerin. But thank you guys very much for watching with me, watching and chatting with me. I appreciate it. This is one of, like I said, this is why I'm on this early. It's because I know I won't be on later on this afternoon. So, um, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And I shall see you when I see you.